What's up, guys? I haven't seen you in a minute. Unless it's your first time here, then nice to meet you. I'm Richard. So this video is gonna be totally different than all of the videos that I've been putting out. I've been seeing these like, I'm no longer vegan. I don't understand where people are missing the connections, but the links just aren't there. They're making them there when they're not there. And I didn't want to respond because I didn't want to be the person pointing fingers, but I feel as though I have to make a video. These people have mass followings and they influence hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. So it's pretty important to get the correct message out there about veganism. I was gonna say to go nice in the comments, but they disabled the comments, so I really don't have to worry about that. I know some of her subscribers will probably hate me for this video, but I don't really care because I care about the dogs. I don't care about your reactions. I care about the message, the correct message of veganism, not to use animals. It's a very simple concept when you think about it. Do not use animals. Period. Got it. So in this video, Alyse, also known as Raw Alignment, basically comes forward and tells about her dog and where she got it from. She's a huge vegan YouTuber. She's been on here for years. She is one of the reasons I'm on YouTube. Like, she's an inspiration. She makes me make more natural choices all the time. And I just don't understand. What? Anyway, I guess to make you guys understand why I don't understand, you need to watch the video. I'm gonna link that below in case you want to watch the full thing, but let's just get into it.
I don't want to coop myself up in this box and withhold what I'm really feeling and really thinking and not share. As time has gone on and Raw Alignment has grown, there are more people from different cultures, from different religious backgrounds, from different dietary backgrounds, from all walks of life tuning into my videos. Now, of course, everyone who tunes in here has a few things in common. Of course, they're interested in following along my journey. Maybe they're interested in law of attraction, manifestation, business, healthy living, fitness, nutrition, all of that.
See, these are great things. Like, this is why I love her and why I'm so conflicted with her confession. Like, she does all these amazing things and then just turns her back on the animals. So, where am I going with all of this? Just in general, I feel that there are unattainable expectations put on me, and that has basically made me stay quiet because I have been fearful to speak my truth and have 50% of the people watching have a huge fucking issue with it. Maybe, just a thought, but maybe if you didn't do something wrong, people wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just, you know you did something wrong, so that's why you said that. I just want to be myself. I understand I have responsibility to share positive messages, and I try my hardest. But I do want to share that I've never, ever been the person to research and research and research before doing something. Now, some might say that's irresponsible. That is irresponsible. So there has been a lot of controversy with my new puppy Silo, where he came from, how I justify my decision. I don't really know where to begin because I know that there are going to be a number of people watching this who, no matter what I say, because I made the decision that I did, you are going to fully 100% disagree with me and have a big issue with what I did. And then she puts on it, and that's okay. It's because she knows. Like, she put on there, that's okay that I'm not okay with what she did. She put, that's okay, because she knows what she did is wrong. She's like, no matter what I do to justify it, people are still gonna say that I'm wrong. It's because there's no way to justify using an animal. There's no way to justify it. How do you justify that? You can't.
This video is for those of you who are watching who have been tuning into Raw Alignment for a while, or who just started, and you know that people make mistakes, and you know that just because I make YouTube videos and just because there are almost 800,000 people subscribed to this channel doesn't mean that I am exempt from being human.
This isn't a mistake though. Okay, Alyse? You know what you did before you did it, and you chose to make the decision. That is not a mistake. You are deliberately doing a wrongful action. You do have a channel of nearly 800,000 people. You are speaking to a massive audience. You wield power with your words. I don't think you fully understand to the extent of how much influence you really have. And when you're saying these things about exploiting animals for your own wants and needs, it just makes it okay for those other hundreds of thousands of people. You saying this video is just for those people is only gonna make it okay for more people to go out and exploit animals. Do you not see that?
Yes, I bought Silo from a breeder, and I did look at shelters in the nearby area before choosing to just go straight to a breeder, because I did have a general understanding that it would be more humane to adopt than to shop.
So you know to adopt and not shop. You know. You went to pounds, you went to shelters, like you know adopt, don't shop. That's a standard thing in the vegan community. It's a very simple concept outside of the vegan community. And you still went and bought a designer dog.
And I was searching for a mini golden doodle. For various reasons, I don't feel it's fully necessary for me to go down the list and share exactly why.
For various reasons. Repeat that sentence to yourself and hear yourself say that. I want. I want. This is where you're getting it all messed up, okay, Alyse? Is that it's not about your wants. It's not about your wants. It's about what the dogs need. Their needs greatly outweigh your wants. No matter how much you want a dog in your life, you should never, ever go out and pay for a mother to be abused.
Because the decision was made, I am in love with this puppy and am so dedicated to giving him the best life ever. So I don't want to turn this into a let me defend myself video. I'm just here to express what happened and how I felt about it behind the scenes, behind all of these comments and everything, and where I stand on it all.
This is just a justifying video and a video of you defending yourself. What other kind of a video is this? Why would you have uploaded this? Why would you have disabled the comments? I love him and I'm gonna give him the best life ever. I truly believe that what you are saying is true, that you love him, that you will give him an amazing life. That doesn't negate the fact that he came from a breeder, Alyse. Imagine an alien race coming down, breeding your mom, and then stealing your brother and giving him the best life and loving him. It's just not right.
I looked at tons of shelters. I did not find a puppy golden doodle. I didn't. And so I started to look for breeders because there were specific reasons I was interested in this specific breed. And I know there are people who are gonna say, that's fucked up. It's a designer dog. You just want him for your YouTube videos.
This right here, this is the whole shebang of the video for me, is that she knows exactly. She points it out to us. You can go back and watch it again. She says that it's fucked up. Like, she knows that it's wrong to get dogs based off of your wants. Even if it's needs, even if it's like a hypoallergenic dog or something, that's still a want thing because you don't need to have a dog in your life. Domesticated dogs never should have existed They just shouldn't have. They exist now, so yes, we must take care of them because they can't survive without us. But that doesn't give you the right to go out and start making more dogs that are gonna suit your needs. It is fucked up. Okay, and the whole thing that really makes this like a victim video, a justification video to me, is when she says, you guys are gonna say that I just got him for my YouTube videos. That is not at all what I think. Not for a second did I think that you got him for your YouTube videos. I think that you got him for yourself. I think you do love him, but I think it is a very, very selfish, an extremely selfish thing to get a dog from a breeder because you want to live with a dog. Because I want to love a dog, so I'm gonna have him bred into existence. That's what's wrong. I don't think it's for views. I don't think it's for YouTube. I don't think it's for Instagram. I don't think it's for any of that shit. You could keep him off of your YouTube video for all I care. It is still wrong what you did. He did not need to belong into your life. He did not need to exist when there are hundreds of thousands of dogs being put down every single year.
Oh, yes, I got Silo from a breeder. Yes, the breeders were heavily focused on health and not money and not overproduction of puppies.
Wrong. Breeder not focused on overproduction of puppies. How is it possible to be a breeder and not overproduce when we have to put down over 500,000 dogs every single year in the US alone? There's no justification for buying an animal from a breeder. 34% of dogs are coming from breeders. A third of dogs. You just helped contribute to a third of dogs being euthanized. All those puppies are gonna be sold out, and then all those people with their designer dogs, and they have old dogs, and they're gonna send them to the shelters and to the pounds, and they're just gonna get rid of them. It's just, you think that this isn't doing anything, that it's just one dog and it's your once and you're gonna love him, but the fact of the matter is that there are over 500,000 dogs that are euthanized every single year in the US alone, and you just helped contribute to that. Now tell me how you can justify that. Because you don't mention in your video your justifications for getting him, but I want to know. Tell me, list them. How do you justify hundreds of thousands of dogs being killed every year?
They were not overbreeding the parents and treating the mother poorly. They were extremely focused on the health of the puppy.
Not treating the mother poorly. How could you be treated properly and be bred? Imagine being raped and having your children stolen from you and sold. How is that good for a dog? How is that humane in any sort of way? I don't understand. How could any woman ever be okay with that? Be okay with being raped and having their children taken? Because that is exactly what is happening to these dogs. Even if they breed naturally, they're still getting their babies taken from them. You just force a mother to endure trauma and then have her baby stolen from her. You are the kidnapper. You are Stockholm syndroming that dog. He's going to fall in love with you. That's inevitable. That's what happens when you freaking take an animal and you are the only source of their food and water. Of course they're gonna fall in love with you. You're their source of life. They revere you as a god.
I just got a message earlier today about how the potting soil that I put in these plants that I just got is not vegan, and how I'm hypocritical for that. And I just didn't know, like I had no idea.
That's a simple thing. You just didn't know. Everyone makes those mistakes. I've done that before. I've bought like granola with honey in it before because I thought I read over the label enough times, but apparently I didn't. And the 5th time I finally caught it and I just had to give it away or throw it away. But that's a common mistake. That's something that happens in your vegan journey. Buying a dog, a designer dog from a breeder is not a mistake. You knew exactly what you were doing. You looked at shelters for months. You've been vegan for years. You know it's wrong to get dogs from breeders. Period. There's no justifiable excuse.
This is gonna sound silly as well because I'm a vegan, right? But I didn't really know the extent that I didn't know that there were puppy mills in the US. I watched Earthlings like 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought that puppy mills were only in Asian countries. Like, there are just aspects of this that I didn't know.
Not knowing where puppy mills are is no excuse to breed an animal and steal its babies.
I'm a sensitive human being, and if somebody is going to try and sway me in one direction or try and teach me something new, they need to talk lovingly to me in order for me to be receptive at all.
She wants me to be compassionate and have a loving tone when I'm talking to her or commenting. I mean, I have been civilized this video, but it's hard to show compassion, I guess, when when we're talking to an oppressor and they're trying to play victim. You're not the victim in the situation, and you keep saying that you're not trying to play victim, but then you go around and you say that people are being mean to you and you don't want them to be mean to you. That is being the victim. You can't have it both ways, Alyse. Either you're the oppressor or you're the victim, and you are playing the role of the victim in your own mind, but you are the oppressor. You forced a mother dog to endure trauma. I mean, yeah, she could have had a fabulous life, but I mean, pregnancy and labor is not an easy thing, I could imagine. Having your children ripped away, way freaking worse. So no, I'm not gonna like have a calm, loving tone because this is something to be angry about.
At this point, it is done with, and I am blessed as fuck for Silo in my life. These past few weeks, I guess month or so, that I've had Silo in my life, it's just, it feels so right with him, and I love him so much.
At this point, it's done with, and I'm blessed. Imagine if a rapist said that. The woman had a baby, and 10 years down the road, she loves that child, it's the best thing that ever happened to her life, and then the rapist says, well, it's done, I'm blessed, like, they're happy now, like, everybody's okay. It still doesn't negate the horrible action. You forced a mother dog to get pregnant and have her babies taken away. And now you are holding that baby captive. That is it. That is all. There's no other way to put it. That is exactly what happened. And if you see it any other way, then you're lying to yourself. You're lying to your audience, and you're promoting the wrong message of veganism. There's a clear definition. You don't use animals. It's very simple. You saying these things to your audience is very confusing to them. People that are new to your channel, that don't fully understand the definition of veganism, that don't know what the movement is about, they're gonna watch this and they're gonna think it's gonna be okay to go out and get bred dogs, get designer dogs, and that's not okay. You have to tell your audience that it is not okay what you did. You can't say, I made a mistake and too late now, I love him. No, you have to tell your audience what you did was wrong. It's a shameful act. You knew what you were doing and you continued to do it.
Just to kind of wrap up and conclude, if you're watching this video and you no longer put me in the category of vegan, that's 100% fine. I understand that.
It is fine because you aren't vegan. A vegan would have never bought a dog from a shop after they went vegan and had a vegan channel on YouTube with 800,000 subscribers. I mean, I don't even know what to say because I still want to call you a vegan. Like, you have done so much and you are vegan in every sense except for this. Why would you do that? That is so confusing to our movement. When you blur the message, then people don't understand and then they get confused and then they think they can do whatever they want, and then the movement is just gonna crumble because there's no structure to it. We have to remain structured. We cannot use animals. Period.
I hope you can understand the turmoil that I was facing if you were to put yourself in my shoes.
If you were to put yourself in my shoes, that sounds very much like victim mode. Put yourself in the mother dog's shoes, in her paws. Look through her eyes and see her baby get ripped away and given to you. And then tell me what you did was justifiable.
I hope that you can just understand where I was coming from and why it took me so long.
I don't understand. I have no idea where you're coming from. I am so confused by this video, by all of these YouTubers. What is going on in the vegan world? There is a clear message and you guys are blurring the shit out of it and you're confusing the F out of everyone. Either you're vegan or you're not vegan. Either you support animal cruelty or you don't. It's a pretty simple concept.
There's always gonna be people who completely disagree, and I get it. And this is an apology to anyone that I let down. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize to us, Alyse. Apologize to the animals that you are betraying. There are hundreds of thousands of dogs put down every year, and you are sending the message to your viewers that it is okay. So don't apologize to us, apologize to them, because you are letting them down.
I beg you not to hold me up on this pedestal like somebody who has to make every single decision of my entire life in the best way that appeals to everyone, because it's just not possible.
You don't have to make every decision in the best way that appeals to everyone, because it is not possible. You just don't have to exploit animals. Get your message straight. It's pretty simple. Don't use animals. Done.
I'm gonna leave this comment section open. I've never closed a comment section before, but if you have watched to the end, I just ask you to please be kind. If you have something you would like to share with me, something that can enhance my education on any of the topics I talked about today, I would love for you to share.
I mean, you disable the comments, so you're not gonna get what you want. You're not gonna get feedback. For you guys watching, tell her to come over and watch my video, because apparently she doesn't understand the harm that she's causing to dogs and all of the other animals in the world, because we're blurring the definition of veganism again, and it's gonna make everybody not understand and be able to exploit animals as much as they want, and then just completely crumble our movement. So yeah, if you could knock that shit off, that would be great, Alyse, because you're letting the animals down, and that's not great.
I don't want to end this video on a sad note, so I figured I would end it while snuggling my love. Just because you weren't rescued doesn't mean you don't deserve the best life ever.
I don't want to end it on a sad note, so I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what I told you and use my dog for a source of entertainment on YouTube and snuggle him on camera. I mean, yeah, I don't believe that you really do use him for entertainment, but like, you literally said it in your video that you weren't gonna do that, and then you said afterwards, a few minutes later, that that is what you were doing. What is the truth? What is the truth? Just because you're my slave and I forced you to be in existence doesn't mean I can't love you. Precious. My precious. I don't want to be mean to you, but I'm gonna say what you don't want me to say, and you brought it upon yourself. You shouldn't have exploited an animal, and maybe people wouldn't come after you for it. Well, I hope this video wasn't too harsh, because I mean, my name is Richard. I am a dick. But if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment down below and tell me to make more response videos, because I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, if people want feedback and they're gonna disable the comments, I'm gonna give them the feedback. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure to ring that bell so you guys know exactly when I upload. And you can watch whatever pops up right here until I see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. What is the truth?